last week was Appreciation Week for both teachers and nurses, and in appreciation for these superstars in our lives, they got special deals and discounts from brands like Dunkin', Adidas, Elf Cosmetics, and more. Here's the question. Do these Appreciation Weeks really rally support for these professions, or are they just gaslighting? That's what a former teacher is arguing in a now viral TikTok. Take a listen.
Hey, this is your yearly reminder that any profession that has its own Appreciation Week is probably overworked, underpaid, and dominated by women. Maybe you'll be like me and you'll get a coin purse that says, "Your skills are what legends are made of. Why don't you pay us?" Like you think these things are true. But they tell you these careers are passion careers, that you are doing it for the kids and for the people. You're in it for the outcome, not the income. All that toxic positivity and gaslighting.
So are these Appreciation Weeks being used to appease nurses and teachers rather than really giving them what they are worth? You are a former teacher. Tell us, Al.
I taught middle school for 5 years, and I've said this on the show for a long time. Anytime somebody calls you a hero, you better watch out.
Is that right?
Because you ain't gonna get paid. We don't call venture capitalists heroes, do we? How much money are they clocking? None of us even knows. They call you a hero when you're a teacher or a nurse or a returning veteran. And instead of all that hero, I don't need the flyover at the baseball game. I don't need the round of applause for National Teacher Appreciation Day. Pay us. That's how you show people you appreciate them. You don't call your mechanic a hero. You pay them, right? Okay.
I really thought about this because
as a daughter of an educator.
Yeah, my mother was a college professor. Before that, she taught high school math. My brother is an educator. There's so many educators in my family, and since the beginning of time, they've had 17 jobs. It's just the way that it's been. And so when I think about why my mother would need that many jobs in order to take care of a family, and my mother loves, she is passionate about what she does, but ultimately, now she's in her 70s and she's still trying to clock gigs. I don't understand how we are having these conversations. Now Congress is talking about not making enough money in order to have dual households or incomes or households or whatever. And you think about the people who fundamentally are responsible for the future of our country, not being able to take care of their families. How much time I missed with my mother outside of going to the actual classrooms with her, because I did grow up in a college classroom. Don't make any qualms about that. But the idea that we don't take care of these people.
I know.
It's quite disgusting, and to normalize the idea that all of these people would have 10 different jobs is just insane.
It seems intentional.
And if I were running for politics right now in this climate, one of my platforms would be, I will change the budget to pay teachers more.
That's what Bernie did. And you know what? It garnered him a lot of votes.
Yeah, because that's a block of voters that will cross the aisle to say, I cannot, not only does this person invest in me and believe in me, but I cannot survive anymore. And if I were that kind of person who is running for, that's what I would do.
But why hasn't it happened?
I don't know.
I don't think you're the first person to think about that. It's a great idea, but it never happens.
No.
And so we need to question as to why. I would say the average YouTuber makes as much or more than a teacher.
Oh, it's embarrassing.
How many times, anytime we bring up teachers, someone's always like, well, they get summers off.
I know.
But that's a public sentiment. And it's like, as somebody that had their summers off and did not make their pay, so there was 12, I'm immature Al in Miami.
And you don't get paid for the summer, by the way.
Well, you could structure it where you could get paid throughout the year. Or I was like, I want all my money now.
And then
and then the summer came, and I was like, I literally was about to donate plasma my last 2 weeks because I was beyond fumes before we started the school year again. So it's almost an unlivable wage. Yeah. And I think the bigger question that we can't answer in this block is why.
It's insulting. It is.